Pookanc. I'll let this warm up a little bit. Pookanc used the 1275 Thames Valley Ale. Good hiss. Okay. And then most of the ones I've seen so far, I'm going to churn up that heat. Of course, this is warmed up to probably about 55 degrees. That's pretty warm. The chill haze is pretty much gone. It's got a good head on it. I don't know if that has anything to do with it warming up. Ooh, I'm having a hard time picking up the malt, but I'm picking up something. It's good. I'm just trying to identify it. Maybe a little hop aroma. Yep, what I'm picking up. A little hop aroma. Oh. Okay. Strong malty backbone. Finishes all the way to the end. Bitterness is very similar to SMC Brewing, although maybe a tad more bitter. But on the light side of the bitterness, I'm getting super clear. I mean, it's more of a caramel orange, less than a burnt orange or a burnt caramel, which is probably what I would describe that most of them. However, 3 of them have been in this light, and 2 of them were the extract brews. So I'm not sure if this was an extract brew or not. I don't know if this was all grain or Pookanc. That's the only thing I don't know. But if it is extract, that explains it, because 2 of the extract brews have looked just like this, which is wonderful. A lot clearer, a little lighter. Wow. Low ester, low fruitiness, light malt character. Clean, well balanced. I would go with clean, well balanced, because I'm actually picking up hop nose, and this is the first time I've actually been able to pick up hop nose on any of these. It's very faint, but it's there. It's there with a little bit of the malt, and they're balanced to the point where you're not sure if you're smelling malt or you're smelling, or you're picking up some of the hop aroma, and it's both. Hopefully I didn't churn up a lot of that yeast cake. Still looks pretty clear. And I found these beers taste a little better in the high 40s, like 48 or so. And I think that's what they were designed to be drank at. I don't think the English would chill their beer that much. I think whatever room temperature was, and that was typically pretty damn cold in the storage area. You know, England doesn't get that warm. So let them warm up a little bit. I found they actually taste better. Nice tight pillowy head, and I do get lacing, significant lacing. Kind of reminds me of the head and lacing that I got on mine, except I think mine was a little more toured, you know, murky, cloudy, and a little darker. But I picked up no hop aroma on mine at all. Very faint. It's very good. But you're gonna have to PM me below and let me know if this was extract or all grain. Doesn't matter. It would make more sense if the two that I've seen extract already look very similar to this. So I'm just trying to understand it in my mind. Yeah, good strong malt character. Pookanc, cheers, brother. Good beer.
I'm amazed looking at your burner here at how few.
What yeast was the first one? Yours?
Mine was a Neo Britannia 1945, and this one is
Edinburgh.
Yeah, Edinburgh.
I guess
This is rkhigh6's
Are they not?
ESB Tasting.
No, it is. But I'm just saying.
Getting drier.
I'm surprised you look at it. There's only one
Drier than yours.
Yeah, much drier.
I think that part of it probably gets I would definitely agree with drier.
A little clearer too than mine.
Yeah, clearer, no doubt.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I just got the dregs there.
Slightly less malty.
Maybe sweeter.
You think it's sweeter? I thought his was sweeter.
Let it go fairly big.
It's definitely
the bitters
really? I thought his was more.
It's got a little more aroma.
This one's a lot drier.
Doing something. Yeah, I'm getting a little drier too. A little tartar on the finish.
Definitely.
I always like what Charlie
Yeah, it's definitely tart overall.
Yeah.
But even the aroma was a little tart.
But a little less bitterness though, right, on the end?
I think so.
Yeah.
I got definitely a little more fruitiness in the.
Yeah,
The first one was
Yeah.
fruity.
I get a little less maltiness in this one.
Okay.
But then again, you have to
thin
I've had a
overall
few beers.
kind of
So I mean, I haven't had a ton, but just a few.
Right.
Which one's going to taste better, right?
Probably the last one.
Who gets to go last?
Well, I mean, with judging, it's like you drink a bunch of beer.
Is that about the regular sample size when you're judging?
To be honest, I mean, I haven't.
Good.
Oh yeah.
I got 4 hot Italian and 4 German bangers from Pat's Meat Market.
I really appreciate you guys helping out with these.
No problem.
Because I'm not getting through them quick enough.
I mean, this second one's it's good. It's just that first one's better. I like the flavor after better.
It's almost too sweet.
I think the second one's a little more cleaner maltiness, I guess. You know?
The second one's cleaner.
Yeah, because I think in the first one the bitterness takes over a little bit at the end, and this one leaves you with more of the malty aftertaste in the first drink.
Okay.
And then the lingering bitterness.
Okay. That's like rkhigh6. That was good. Thanks, rkhigh6. Good beer. Cheers.
How do you know when you're drinking it? Does it say what yeast?
Yeah. This one, the next one we're going to try is WPL007. And it's from deezy23. That,
007, huh?
WPL007. I think I've used that before on something else.
It's not even a British yeast, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. This is very similar to rkhigh6's we just tried. The clarity.
Clean that out.
Color and clarity almost the same. Huh?
Yep, that's it.
This has been a tough one. That edge here, so that auto splash that was definitely more similar to the second one with the kind of clean malt, not so much of the like diacetyl you might associate with some of the English yeasts.
But usually most brew days go.
It's got a very neutral flavor.
Yeah.
It's like really not much esters at all. It's,
I guess we're overdue for something like this.
it's more like a.
Yeah, so that's still a bit very clean as far as
Hold on a
not
second.
really that many stairs.
Yeah, but the second one had that bit of tartness to it, which one doesn't. It's very neutral.
Yeah.
Than the second one.
Compared to the second.
Okay. There's the third try right
Third
there.
one.
WPL 007.
Yeah, this one's neutral.
Dry English
Good way to say that.
What'd you say it was? Dry English?
Yeah, dry English ale.
Ale.
Yeah, I get hops on the nose on this one.
Yeah.
Color and clarity is similar to the last one we just tried,
Right.
though. Almost identical.
Was the last one the Edinburgh? Or
Yeah.
did I miss one?
Yeah, no, that was the Edinburgh.
I get more malt in this one. Really. I get a little bit. I get not too much hops, but malt.
I haven't eaten anything yet today. All I've had is beer.
Oh.
So I'm not
Hey,
hearing enough.
the
to,
monks sustain themselves on
I
beer
had
during,
one chocolate
during the
donut.
Lent.
You'll be okay.
I had one chocolate donut.
We'll get more of these sausages on the grill.
Once about a month,
Did you want to try
month and a half on Lent to just double box.
I should have Doppelbock, and then I'll be all set.
Really not tasting too much of anything.
Lent.
Did you ever read anything on the follow-up?
That's all right. Could be.
I saw something.
Yeah, I get a lot of malt, not much hops.
Okay.
Very light.
20 pounds or something.
I mean, I've liked them all so far.
Oh yeah, there's not a stinker in the bunch.
No, they've all been good. Oh yeah, all just
I
been.
can't believe it.
All just been
I've
different
been-
to eat.
But that's kind of what surprised me the most. I figured they'd all be so close it'd be
But
hard
you
to
get different
identify.
water, like everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's
If
true
you're in
too. And
Florida-
techniques, different techniques of brewing. You'll get
If you're in
different.
Florida, California, just a little bit of hardness.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Well,
Well,
that'd be an
mash
interesting
temps. I mean, if your mash
competition.
temps off by
Everything in the same, different water.
Well, we were all talking about using a DI water and then add all the nutrients to it after or something.
So you did that? Or
No, they
Oh,
were
yeah.
talking about what we were going to do next for an
Yeah, because that would help
experiment.
normalize it. So, and what about the mash temps where you're all supposed to mash it the same?
All the same, but the thing is, like, I recirculate somebody Vorloff's.
I go to like.
Right.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
they might not. So there's if they're just letting it sit in the cooler, it might drop a few degrees. Where if you're recirculating the whole time with heat,
Remember once we were making some wine.
All right, Little Face Brewing, Burton Extra Special Bitter Ale.
You should have seen the friggin' bees show up when they were crushing the grapes. We had to get us, we had to get a mist spray going around us to keep the bees away.
Well, this looks pretty clear on the pour.
Try it again and try to hit that green. Because that's like
supposed to be arguments in between. But, you know, what can you do?
Yeah. Well, they're fairly similar beers, so a little you have in the glass may not affect too much.
Seems a little darker.
This is the Burton Extra Special Bitter.
I'd say it's more.
You can have the rest of that.
Oh, sure. I like that little face. Virgin.
You're getting some good aroma.
Yeah, I'm getting some aroma on this one.
This is very harsh.
Oh man, the yeast is pretty dusty on this one for sure.
Yeah.
I got most of it.
Ooh, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Is this nice and clear?
Okay, yeah, this one hits your tongue hard.
yes, yeah, no fruitiness. I mean, no real fruitiness at all. It's got a lot of tart, sour.
Yeah.
Harsh in the tongue.
Yeah, it does. It's not as smooth as the other.
No.
But it man, it's just a real, it's a harsh taste.
So you get some tannins maybe? Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, it's got a
Bit of this.
smack at the
I
end.
wonder if
You're
they have like
like,
really hard water or something, you know, compared to other people, because I think that'll bring out the.
Possibly.
Bit of a
So
grapefruity
I think
flavor.
astringency will help, you know, kind of bring out the astringency in the, especially the dark ones.
Definitely a
So
lot.
maybe,
Definitely harsher than the other.
maybe they had.
Yeah, I noticed it right away in the middle of the tongue. It kind of grabbed my tongue and went, what
There's
is
not much
this?
malt flavor in it
So yours is retaining the head, mine didn't.
Yeah, mine's still very robust.
Yeah.
either.
That's probably your glass too, though.
There's a lot more going on than the yeast.
yeah. Yeah, it's got some sourness that's coming, I don't know from where, but it's, I wouldn't say it's just the yeast.
How long ago was it made?
I think he brewed right around the same time I did, sometime in the middle of February.
Oh, okay.
You had to work at it over the course of a few months rather than kill it in a week.
Bring it to the beer club meeting.
You're getting a little breadiness?
Yeah, I can smell a little more. Maybe there might be something.
And that's okay. That's the style can have it.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, let me close this one out. All right, Little Face Brewing, toffee. Nottingham ESB, that's the dry yeast. This is from J Money, Florida. J Money, you gave me a great stout, by the way. He sent an awesome stout to me.
I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I've seen it, but yeah, I mean, it's.
Well, I actually made his
Give some olive oil or any oil I can use.
his stout recipe here last Wednesday, this Wednesday. So it's fermenting now. We'll see how it turns out. 4th, 5th? I can't remember. 5th, 4th.
Nice. I like the alligator.
Yeah.
Nottingham. So this is the
dry yeast.
Dry?
Yep.
Dry, okay.
Cephales or no, not Cephales. Yes, Cephales. No.
It's a
That's
master yeast.
fermentus?
Yeah, fermentus. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is one I know. This one I know pretty well.
Yeah, I use this. This is one of my favorite go-to yeasts.
Yeah, especially when you're like, yeah, I don't really want to mess around with making a starter this time. I'm just gonna go with the dry yeast. Yeah, as far as color and clarity, I think that's pretty similar to most of them.
Yep. Actually, a little clearer than a couple of the first ones we tried.
It is. It is. I was noticing
Roughly,
that.
All right, I'm picking up toffee and caramel right off the bat on this one.
I would agree.
Picking up the malt in the
Yeah.
backbone. A little bit of the caramel too. I'm not getting that stringency that I was getting on the other one.
For sure. I think this one, maybe a little biscuity version
Yeah.
today, right? That might come up for a little bit more than any of the other ones.
Yeah, yeah, good call. I'm picking up that too. I like it.
I
Me
do
too.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I do too.
Yeah. Got a little bit of fruitiness, not
Overpowering?
Not overpowering, but it's definitely there. It adds some complexity, you know. Get a little,
It's pretty well balanced.
it is well balanced. I mean, as far as none of them so far have had a lot of acid, which I mean, sometimes you know you think of that being a little bit more so.
I think that 90-minute boil helped a lot.
Yeah. Especially when you have something like Shipyard, man, that's like Diacetyl City. That with the
Yeah.
yeast, that's like that's all I can take.
The charts with diacetyl, it was shoot, can't think of the brewer there. Downtown Portland, Freeport. Pretty's, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, all the beers too. They're all the same.
I thought I was drinking a stick of butter. I was like, what the hell's going on?
They all use it all tastes the same to me. Yeah.
This one's also fairly neutral.
Yeah. It's
So the prettiest difference real, it's not
overpowering.
not in your face.
Yeah.
Like number 2 was, or sorry, number 1. Yeah.
What I find surprising is everybody used the same amount of hops.
Yes. Yeast will affect bitterness.
Yeah, I know it will, but there's
Water will
just
too.
a dramatic difference between the hoppiness of the beers.
Yeah. Water will too, though. So
Yeah, this is not very bitter at all.
No,
just
it's
kinda
not.
Nice. It's nice and clean, but also fairly neutral.
I picked up a lot more malt, caramel, and a little more, like you said,
Yep.
biscuit. I think on
Yeah,
this
there's
one.
almost that. Yeah, a little biscuitiness in there.
Yeah, you can taste the base ingredients more than
Yeah, the malt really comes through with this one.
Yeah,
That's-
because the yeast is in your face with the esters, so that the less the malt comes through a little better.
And that makes sense because Nottingham, when I use it, it's always a real neutral
Yeah, I've
yeast.
used Naughty in a couple of brews, and it's it just leaves everything else alone unless
Yeah.
the malt and the hops come through.
That's why it's my go-to one. Like if I start a new recipe, and
Well, it's
I've always got a
constant-
couple
I
packets
had,
at the house, and
right.
don't want
I
to do a
did
starter or
Yeah,
whatever.
let's say,
When I
right.
came
Yeah.
down one morning, it was bubbling out of the airlock all over my floor.
No, dry.
Then I put a blow off
Yeah.
tube on.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And sprayed up to the ceiling.
Oh, it's definitely a little more mild than the other one.
Yeah. We were getting a lot more caramel and biscuit malty notes right off the bat on it.
And the flavor profile I got a little bit
Yeah.
My nose isn't the greatest, so I'm not the best to rely on for that.
The really good thing about doing this type of a comparison is that everybody uses exactly the same formula, exactly the same mash temp, exactly the same.
But they're all over the country, so the water's
Right. That's really the
which
variable.
makes a huge difference.
That's the variable.
Yeah, that's the one variable we all know that we couldn't really control with this one.
Which
But
makes it interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, the idea of using RO water then
Yeah.
fit to a profile is.
But then everybody would have to put the right chemistry in.
Yeah.
and that-
I mean, it's a little more work for everybody,
Yeah.
but at least you get more consistent results then, or more narrowed results to just the thing you're varying.
While I was deployed, they had done a recipe that, of course, I couldn't brew over there, but they all did an IPA, but it was all a single hop addition. They all chose a different hop, but the same grain bill.
Nice.
So that's another good recipe.
Yeah, it's like those. I forget what that brand is, but they have an RSVP. There's a whole wall of them, like single hop.
Oh, McKellar?
Yes.
Yes.
The Yeast series too.
It's definitely more on the
Maybe the same beer,
maltier
like,
side.
they did like
Yeah.
Less hop,
I've had all
more
of
malt.
them.
Yeah.
I made 6 yeast beers with different yeast, the same beers.
I'm starting to think that some of the bitterness that you're not catching on the back on some of these isn't necessarily the yeast, but more the water profile.
It's definitely the water profile, yeah.
But when you pick